Today on Tracey's Basement, follow pumps. Hey everyone, what's up? Tracey coming at you from my basement. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome if you haven't been here before. I have a question for you guys today. What do you think about video game pops? I personally like them a lot. I don't have nearly as many of them as some other franchises that need not be named, but I do love them, especially when they are of awesome characters from awesome games. Today I have 9 pops from a series that I haven't played nearly enough of, but I do think it's an amazing series. It is the Fallout series. I already had a couple of pops from this line. Today I have 3 from the basic Fallout line and 6 from the Fallout 4 line. And these actually very nearly complete the line for me. I'll explain that a little bit later. So I'm going to start with the basic Fallout line, and the 2 that I'm going to start with are the number 47 and 48 Lone Wanderers. They have the same name because they are technically the same character. They are the male and female versions of your playable character. And the first thing I want to mention, because I really appreciate it, because these are based off of your customizable character, they could have very easily made them basically identical with just the male and female head and body types, but they actually did a fair bit to make them more unique and a little bit different from each other, so that's something that I appreciate right off the bat. Let's take them out and have a look at them. So first we have the male Lone Wanderer, and he has a pretty good paint job right off the bat. Nice well-painted brown hair. He is wearing the blue and yellow Vault-Tec jumpsuit, and you can see on the back it's a little bit obscured by the belts, but he's got 101 on his back for the vault that he came from. He's got all kinds of Raider leather belts all over him, with lots of little details, pockets and holsters, and the little shoulder pads. Very nicely done. He's got a really nasty looking gun there that is actually quite detailed. Like, surprisingly well detailed. Very nice, I like it a lot. And, of course, he is wearing the Pip-Boy on his arm there. Unfortunately, because of the way he's positioned, the Pip-Boy is facing backward. But they did a good job on it, and I'm very happy about that, because the one way they could have completely screwed up this pop was to screw up the Pip-Boy. So it's pretty good there. Not too bad at all. Considering, of course, that he's not a real character, he's a customizable character, but this is like your basic mold kind of thing. But pretty good job, lots of little details. And then you have the female Lone Wanderer, and right off the bat she has completely different hair and it's blonde, so big difference right off the bat. She is more delicate, obviously, she's standing in a different pose. But she's wearing the same jumpsuit, the same Raider leather belts, but they're kind of thinner and more delicate. Same basic details with the 101 and all that stuff. But I love her pose, and she's holding a completely different gun that is really wicked looking. I think she definitely got the better gun. There's lots of cool details on it. Her Pip-Boy is faced more forward, so that's nice. But in general, pretty cool. And again, I'm really impressed that they bothered, really, to make these 2 characters look different when they could have very easily been male and female identical molds. That would have been extremely lazy and boring, so I'm really happy to see that they put a little bit of effort into making these 2 characters different. And the third one I have from the basic line is the number 67 Gamestop Exclusive female unmasked power armor. So the original unmasked power armor that has a male head was a New York Comic-Con exclusive, and then GameStop got the rights to the female version of it. So I do have the male version. It's going to be great to be able to stand the female version next to it. So as you can see, same head as the female Lone Wanderer, but she is in power armor, which is pretty sweet. The power armor molds are awesome. Very metal-y looking. Lots of little details. It got canisters on the back there. The opening mechanism to climb in. Lots of little details. Wicked looking gun. Super awesome. The only problem with this pop is the paint job is not all that great. Not huge problems, but there's weird black scuffs in a lot of spaces, and the yellow bits on the gun are kind of not where they're supposed to be. So it's a little annoying, but if you're not looking too close at her, it's not terribly bad. So either way, the power armor pops are awesome, so I'm really glad to have this one to be able to stand next to the one with the male head. Okay, so moving on to Fallout 4, the first one I've got is the number 75 Soul Survivor. Right off the bat, Soul Survivor sounds so much more depressing than Lone Wanderer. And what's a little bit strange about this guy is that they didn't bother to make the female version. And the thing is, like the other two, this is not the actual character, it's a customizable character. So this isn't likely the actual character that you're playing with, therefore it's a little pointless almost. That's why I like that they made the male and female versions of the Lone Wanderers, and they're a little bit different, but for whatever reason they just did the one Soul Survivor. Either way, he's not that bad a pop. Something I will point out before I take him out of the box. Major typo. Soul Survivor. How did that get past quality control, Funko? Honest. It's spelled properly everywhere else, but for some reason right there, Soul Survivor. What the hell? So he is different from the Lone Wanderers, but similar in some aspects. He's a different style of male mold with different style of hair, but he's wearing this basically the same kind of Vault-Tec jumpsuit, 111 on the back for his vault. Less detail on this guy, significantly less detail, because he's not wearing any of the Raider leather or anything on him. He's just wearing the basic jumpsuit as though he just stepped out of the vault. The one saving grace with him is that the gun is pretty cool. He's got like a kind of a rifle in his arms there, and it's wrapped in like duct tape in several spots. So I'm guessing that that has something to do, it's like a throwback to the modding weapons and whatnot in the game. So that's pretty cool, but he is significantly plainer than the other two. I still like him a lot, but he is significantly plainer than the two Lone Wanderers. Cool gun though. And then we have the kind of creepy and gross looking number 77 Hancock, who is a companion that you can get in Good Neighbor after doing some Silver Shroud quests. And he's kind of gross looking, but also a little bit funny. I'll explain why in a moment. So his face is supposed to be all red and gross and rotted and raw, and the little strands of hair that are just barely clinging onto his head really help with that look. They did a great job on the tri-cornered hat. That's really neat mold. He's wearing the earrings. He's got this really cool jacket on with tons of buttons, frills on the wrists, the little sash underneath as a belt. He's holding a nice looking little pistol. Lots of little details on it. Very cool. Very nicely done. The one thing that's a little bit off about him, and my husband has brought it up multiple times now, is his lips. Look at his lips. Tell me he doesn't look like he's posing for an awkward family photo or something. He's got this, like, grimace where he's, like, pulling back his lips. And, it's supposed to look like, you know, his face is rotted. He basically doesn't have lips. It's just pulled back skin. But the way they painted it, it looks like he's grimacing. It looks like botched plastic surgery or something. And once you've noticed it, you can't unsee it. So I laugh every time I look at him now. But he is still an awesome pop. Awesome part of the collection. And then I've got two number 78s. One is the basic line and one is an exclusive from Hot Topic. T60 power armor and green T60 power armor. These are pretty cool. They're really awesome molds. I'm totally cool with having 2 of them because they're amazing. Let's take a look. So here is the basic one, and there is a ton of detail on this guy. I love the helmet that looks like a gas mask, like an old wartime style gas mask. Exhaust ports on the nose, lots of little details all along the head. Canisters on the back, presumably some kind of oxygen or something. Just, clasps and rivets and bolts and all that kind of thing. Lots and lots of detail. Strangely enough, this gun, he's got a cool looking gun, but of all the pops I've looked at today, it is the least detailed gun. It actually has very little detail in it. But the overall power armor is awesome. I love the paint job. It's like a steel gray, but they have these little patches of, they sprayed red, so that it looks like he's rusting, weather-beaten, been in use. It's a really nice effect. I really like it a lot. It's very awesome. And then you have the green exclusive one, which is effectively identical in the mold, but he's been painted in all these hues of greens that look really militaristic, and the red rusty spots actually show up a lot better on him. I find it looks a lot better on this particular one. His gun is a little bit darker, no more detailed or anything like that. I think if I had to pick between the 2, I do like the green one better. The only thing I'm thinking about these particular pops is, you can paint your power armor in the game. So that's probably the reasoning behind there being an exclusive pop in a different color. So I'm really hoping they don't make 10 of these in all different colors, because, there's other power armors in the game. They could make the X1 or something, but I can totally see Funko making 10 of these in different colors. So I really like these a lot. I'm happy to have both of them, but I don't want a whole shelf of them, so keeping my fingers crossed that Funko doesn't go that line. Make some of the other power armors, guys. Okay? And next we have the most adorable little video game pop I ever did see. It is the number 76 DOGMEAT. It's a puppy. It's a puppy, guys. It's an adorable little puppy. I love this pop a lot. This is super cute. It's an adorable little mold with the little perky ears and the fluffy tail, and there's lots of little fuzzy spots on him. He has an amazing paint job with the black kind of fading into the brown to look like the patches of fur. Cute little adorable puppy nose on him. And I love that he's wearing the goggles and this highly detailed little bandana around his neck. Funny story, we didn't actually know that you could dress up DOGMEAT until we saw the picture of the pop. Had no idea, saw that and we're like, oh hey, wait, can you do that? So you can. Awesome. And as cute as he is, when we first started playing the game, man, DOGMEAT seemed so pointless. He can carry items for you, but any companion can do that. He allows you to have the Lone Wanderer perk and still have him, so that's something. And you can use him for item duping if you want to do that. But overall, basically he just walks into traps all the time. And it's like, oh my god. DOGMEAT, what are you doing? Come back. No, don't do that. Oh, DOGMEAT. But you can't help but love him. He's a puppy. You cannot help but love a puppy. He's your little post-apocalyptic dog buddy. And that's just so Mad Max 2. It's awesome and I love it. This is an ungodly adorable pop. I love it. And probably the only thing cuter than this pop would be the flocked DOGMEAT. Oh, look at that! It's flocked DOGMEAT. So this is a GameStop Power-Up Rewards exclusive, and I had to have it. When I found out that there was going to be a flocked DOGMEAT, of course I had to have it. The original DOGMEAT is freaking adorable. Had to have the flocked one. There's my little flocked DOGMEAT. He's so cute and fuzzy. I love him. He's pretty much identical to this one. Some of the black spots aren't quite as black because they're more faded and less paint. The bandana kind of pokes out a bit on his chest where there's some fur built up underneath, which isn't a bad thing, I'm just pointing it out. All in all, God, he's so adorable. I love him. He's so fuzzy and cute, and even his ears look a little bit more fuzzy. This is amazing. 2 puppies. I'm totally okay with 2 puppies. So with all of those and the ones that I already had, that brings my Fallout line pretty much to a close. There is only one I am missing, and it is the GameStop Black Friday Golden Power Armor. I'm not gonna have that. And that makes me sad. But what can you do? So that was my Fallout haul. What did you guys think? Which one was your favorite? What do you think of the games themselves? Please let me know in the comment section below because I love to hear from you guys. If you've enjoyed the video, please give me a big thumbs up, share the video, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And of course, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Tracey's Basement. Links in the description box below. And as always, guys, keep coming back for more of Tracey's Basement. Bye! And this is the part where you guys can give me some love. If you liked the video and you want to watch some more, here are some of the more recent ones. And if you enjoyed the channel, please give me a big thumbs up, subscribe right below. Please keep coming back for more videos. Bye!